like to ask Ed Cook and Brian McCartney to come up and be a dedication of the chapel landing. Excuse me, lectern.
I have a few words as well. I'll introduce myself and some of my fellow tradesmen, union tradesmen. So far today, this project has been funded by George Whipple. It was put together by the Building and Construction Trades in Westchester and Putnam. As we congregate tonight on the 6th of June, forever known as D-Day in the Whipple-Feeley, Putnam County Veterans Memorial Chapel, we do so to celebrate, honor, preserve the memories of America's past, and honor our country's greatest assets, the men and women who fought to preserve freedom. This is to be the legacy of a generous gift from the Whipple family. George Whipple III conceived, funded, and erected this project to honor and remember his father and grandfather, Staff Sergeant Robert Stanton, who fought across France with New York and northern Pennsylvania's 311th Infantry in World War I. Every year after surviving the war, Staff Sergeant Stanton and the surviving members of the 311th would assemble just up the road in Kent at the Pineview Farm. They celebrated the honor and courage in the lives of their comrades. The commitment to country and fellowship these men shared was the inspiration for this chapel. This chapel was built to honor, celebrate, and remember those who served and have served our nation in peace in its time of need. Here we honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice and bestow honor to their families who contribute in their contribution to democracy and freedom. Today is about June 6, 70 years ago, a day like no other in the world's history, a day which thousands of men went into battle to stop tyranny and restore freedom to Europe. D-Day changed the world. The sacrifice of the men and women who participated on this day and in this war shall not be forgotten. We, the people here tonight, in this fall, will not allow it. When Peter Allegretta, a Vietnam-era veteran, approached me to build a steeple for this chapel, I responded, it would be my privilege. And with Peter's can-do attitude and commitment to all veterans, that convinced me to get involved. Peter, who has been a major force in the memorials, is quick to acknowledge the help of all of his fellow Putnam County veterans in making this park so special. When building the steeple, my brother union carpenters volunteered. Some of them veterans, some of them not. This is powerful stuff, so forgive me. One carpenter healed some of his war wounds while building the steeple. He lost his brother in Vietnam. The support from the unionized building tradesmen was amazing. The handmade stainless steel finial that points to heaven, the copper from the sheet metal workers, for Tim Dempsey to form, and the handmade flashing, the handmade bell for veterans Ron Grave, the clapper made from a surviving piece of steel from the World Trade Center spires, which was donated by the late Peter Cregan and his 580 ironworker family. Jay Puff, with his midnight runs, with his heavy equipment trucking, his trucking company. The cranes donated by A.J. Chanchuli and operated by Peter Aldreda made the Speaking of Freedom possible. We all did this for the right reasons, to create a hall of remembrance and honor. That is why we built this chapel. In closing, I charge those who sit here tonight to get involved and better our Veterans Park. Do this to honor all veterans, especially those World War II veterans who stand before us tonight. A night that some of them can never forget, a day that they want to forget, and a moment in time that we should never forget. We should always remember the commitment, courage, grace, gallantry, and the cost of what was sacrificed on June 6, 1944, 70 years ago, to protect America and free the world from evil. May God bless all of you. standing at a podium donated by Brian McPartland and the Children of the American Revolution. This was Brian's project. Today, we have Jason Weingart, the current honorary New York State President of the Children of the American Revolution, to dedicate this podium on behalf of all of Putnam County and its veterans and everything they have done to preserve our freedom. Thank you, brothers.
As a member of the Children of the American Revolution, our nation's oldest and largest patriotic youth organization for the training of young people in true patriotism and love of country, I am pleased to be able to pay tribute to our veterans as we remember the sacrifices of those who stormed the beaches of Normandy 70 years ago today. Last fall, my grandparents visited Normandy, where they retraced the steps of the United States military and ended their tour at the Normandy American Cemetery in Memorial. Just 3 days old on D-Day, my grandfather, a former Marine, was honored to be asked to hold the American flag at sundown at the infamous cemetery. Throughout each year, CAR members across the country volunteer or donate needed items to support our veterans and express appreciation for all their service to our country. And so today, on behalf of Brian McPartland, Honorary New York State President, and the New York State Society Children of the American Revolution, I am proud to be able to honor our veterans with the gift of this new podium for the Whipple-Feeley Putnam County Veterans Memorial Chapel.
That is extraordinarily well done.